Hello, everyone. Welcome to us here at Nourish Communications. We're here today to talk to you about the importance of having a system and how that impacts everything else you do. So, with my journalist hat on, I'm Rebecca. I'm one half of the duo here, and I am going to interview Lindsay all about our powerhouse positioning system. So, Lindsay's in the hot seat today. Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Rebecca. Hi. Oh gosh, I'm a bit nervous.
It's all about putting you at ease. So we're going to dive straight into this because it's a really crucial topic, isn't it? And it's really good to get your head around. So I've got a few questions for you. Let's start at the beginning. Why is it so important to have a clear offer and system?
Well, thanks, Rebecca. Lindsay here, the other half of the dynamic duo here at Nourish Communications. And we are here to help therapists, practitioners, coaches, consultants, creatives, and anybody with a service-based business to build a powerful, profitable personal brand. And at the very heart of a profitable business generally should be a clear system. One, and a structured system really ensures consistent results for the clients. So it really makes your business so much more credible and referral worthy when you have a really clear system in place. And also, really, by having a really strong system in place, that really helps you to scale instead of having to customize everything all the time for each client and having all these pop-up offers and, one morning waking up and thinking, oh, I'm going to do a course today. If you've got a system in place, yeah, everything that you build within your business, everything that you're selling to your clients, from your low cost right up to your high ticket, should derive in some way from that system. So it's really bringing clarity, and it's allowing you to charge those premium prices as well, really.
It is back to basics. Tell me, spell it out for us. What's the difference between an offer and a system?
So an offer is, as I said, low ticket, high ticket coaching program, done for you service. It might be a course. If you're a therapist, it might be something that you charge hourly for. So anything essentially that you're selling is an offer.
Okay. Because I think sometimes I know I can be guilty of like using them interchangeably, but it sounds like they're not. 'Cause a system, what's spell it out for us? What's a system?
So the system is more about the method, the framework, and the process. Your offer derives, or your offer suite derives from your system, yeah. And
Okay.
your system could do many things. Our system here, the powerhouse positioning system, it acts as our content wheel, and it also acts as the basis for how we build our offers for our clients, depending on their budget, depending on what they, what requirements they have, depending on how much support they need. It's a really brilliant plug and play system, but also in its entirety, it's a great high ticket offer that we can charge premium rates to our one-on-one clients for. And really, the best high ticket programs have both. They have a really strong offer packaged into a really clear, repeatable system. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. That's really clear. Thank you.
As an example, a business coach selling one-on-one coaching, that's the offer, could have a 6-step method for scaling their business, and that's the system. So you can see here, our system is a 9-step method, yeah, and then we have our offers. So we have our course, which is Powerhouse Positioning Authority Accelerator, which is our done with you program. We have our one-on-one ascendancy, which is very much our high ticket. And then we have, several workshops and several lead generating lead magnets that are all coming from this one system. And that system focuses on the one promise. Yeah. The one thing that we are promising our clients, the one transformation. So it really is such a strong proposition for clients, and it's clarity, and that's key.
Well, so you mentioned that promise at the heart of it. I wanted to know more about the starting point for creating a system. When we were creating ours, what was the starting point?
Well, our system has taken a year, hasn't it, to really
Mm.
get to develop. It's not something that we've done overnight. Yeah, we had an idea based on our expertise and our zones of genius of what we wanted to do. We knew that we didn't want to do things the same as everybody else, and we wanted to really lean in on our strengths and create something that was going to be, that the market really, really needed. So we started by sort of mapping out what needed to happen to get clients from A to B, end to end in our case. So what do they need to build powerful, profitable personal brand? Yeah. It's not just a
Mm.
logo. It's not just a website. It's not just, some Instagram posts. They need everything within this system if they want to ultimately lay the foundations to build a powerful, profitable personal brand. So, first of all, we looked at that. So, we had a clear map of getting people from A to B. And this, again, you can see that here. We then looked at common patterns. So, what steps can we repeat with every client? So there are certain process and steps within those processes that we need to ensure that we do in order for this to be successful. We then made sure that the system aligned with the outcome, again with the promise. So it's not just tasks, but it's all about transformational steps, all linking back to that powerful, profitable personal brand promise. And then, because we're so clever, we gave it a name. We made it marketable and unique because that's our strength. And that is, that's great because it belongs to us. It's authority, and we can protect it. We can give it an IP, and it's not some regurgitated crap or something
Yeah,
that we've copied from somewhere else. It's ours, and that
yeah,
brings with it massive amounts of credibility.
yeah. We're going to touch on that IP protection later, aren't we? But
Absolutely.
before we do, I mean, I feel funny asking this because I know, I know the answer, but for everyone watching, how has having this clear system been a benefit?
Well, first of all, you're in your journalist capacity right now, so you're interviewing me. You're interviewing me for Forbes right now, so it's all good. We won't, anybody out there that works for Forbes or wants a TED talk, we are here to talk about systems. So how has having a clear system benefited us? Well, it basically, again, it's all about predictability, isn't it? So every client gets the same structure, every client gets the same high quality experience. There's no hidden sort of surprises. We're very clear from the outset. It's allowed us to be really clear with our processes. It's power. We're not just selling services, we're selling a proven method. It's not just pay us
Mm,
by the hour for our coaching and consultancy. It's buy this solution. It's going to transform your life and business. And it's just it's much easier from a marketing and sales perspective because we're not flip flopping all over the place with our message, and
mm.
again, instead of selling those coaching hours, we're selling the transformation.
Yeah.
And finally, scalability. We all talk about scalability and growth, and what I see a lot, I think what we both see a lot is with people within this space are these, again, what I mentioned earlier, pop-up offers, pop up. There's no real strategy behind them. It's just an idea. Oh, that might work. Maybe the market wants
Mm,
that. But that's more about what you think the market wants rather than knowing and understanding what the market wants. So a defined system means that you can create courses, you can create groups, you can create whatever you want without having to reinvent the wheel. You're creating a legacy business, which hopefully one day, you never know, it could sell and go buy a yacht
the dream
each.
yacht. Yeah,
Not
totally.
that we want to do that because we love what we do.
And we also want just a yacht to be together, right? We don't need to go off on our separate
Yeah,
yachts.
we want to just be together in this marriage of harmony.
So, but what makes a system and unique rather than just being a step-by-step process? What's the difference?
Process is just a list of actions, isn't it, really? A system has, again, it's got a proven framework. It's tested, it's refined. We have spent a year testing our system, haven't we? We've
Mm,
refined it. We've used our one-on-one clients. We've charged them a lot less than we would now to put them through that. There's a clear mythology. There's a memorable name to it, so that really increases credibility and trademarkability. Is that even a word? I think so. And again, it's just to that transformation promise. Why does this system matter? It's all about the promise. It's all about that central point. It's all about what we're delivering, and it's about all about our authority behind that because of this system. So instead of us just being brand and marketing consultants and coaches, we have the powerhouse positioning system, which is our trademarked asset.
At the heart of everything we do is the messaging. And what role does that play in positioning this high value offer?
So, in terms of the messaging and how messaging plays into your systems and offers, well, this is a messaging system in itself, isn't it? Every message that we put out there, every story that we tell, everything derives from this system. Yeah. Clients buy results, they do not buy coaching. Messaging has got to highlight the transformation. Yeah. And that is what we are constantly achieving with this. Yeah. Clear messaging, it removes objectives before they arise. Yeah. A strong brand voice, like we've got, builds authority, and it makes premium pricing justified. Yeah. So it
Yeah.
takes away that worry around charging too much, because what you've got is actually worth it and it's something that people need. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also from a keywords, positioning statements, it can help with people discoverability, being able to push this on social media, whatever it might be. Again, we're building that credibility all the time. People remember us not for nourished communications. People remember powerhouse positioning. That's what they remember.
Yeah, and we have clients come up to us, don't they, saying, I want to be powerhouse positioned. Like, fabulous. Yes,
Absolutely.
brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
We have very few clients actually saying, go work with Nourish Communications. They either say, nourish your brand, because that's what we
mm,
use as our handle on on social media, although we do have powerhouse positioning now as well. Or they say, it's about the powerhouse positioning treatment, the powerhouse positioning
yeah.
method. I've been powerhouse positioned. It's brand building, isn't it, all the time through this clever system.
Yeah, definitely. But there's also an element of systems that they can help remove the friction from a business, can't they? Tell us a bit more about that as well.
Oh my God, this is absolutely. I mean, once you've got a system in place, yeah, there's just less time, isn't there, spent on repetitive tasks. Everything that you build in the back end, all of that tech can just be cloned, and you've got, if you've built a course, like we've just halfway through our beta course or our program right now, we now have all of these exercises that we've spent time on that all link back to this system that we can now repurpose in so many ways. We don't have to recreate. We don't have to reinvent the wheel, but we can bundle them together in different ways, and we can put
Mm.
different marketing messages behind them to attract different people at different points in their journey, that all links back fundamentally to the promise and the transformation. So we're constantly moving our clients through a really structured, repeatable process. Yeah. Which also means that there's a lot of delegation. We don't have to do things manually. And we know instantly and really quite quickly where we need support when we want to scale as well. We know who we need to bring in. And when we
Mm.
bring those people in, whether it be a VA or whoever it might be, all we need to do, there's no flapping around. We have all that stuff in place to say, right, here you go. Here's the part of the system we want you to manage. Go away and do that. So many benefits to it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And we said we'd come back to this, so just wanted to touch on as well, the issue around trademarking and why trademarking your system or offer is a very smart move.
Well, as we know, in recent weeks, trademark, it is one of those subjects, isn't it? Thank you, Meghan Markle. And we have clients that come to us and they tell us, oh, yeah, it's fine, it's available. I can use this URL, I can use this name because I've checked in Companies House. That's not trademarking. That is registering a business. Yeah. What we find is a lot of people come to us with an idea, and then we say to them, well, have you checked the IP, which essentially is going to the government website and making sure that there's nobody using that IP within a certain
Mm.
class. And I don't claim, and we don't claim to be, legal people when it comes to trademarking,
No.
but what I will say is when you come up with an idea, go and check the .gov website. There's nothing worse than coming up with a great idea, not thinking to check the trademark, going online and finding out that somebody's got it. And it is actually really in this industry, in this space as well, in the coaching space, everything. There's so much trademarking going on. People are trademarking everything. So it's also about actually finding something you can trademark as
Mm,
well. As we know, geographical locations cannot be trademarked. Generic names cannot be trademarked. It needs to be something distinctive. So, and yeah, look at international trademarks as well. If you're wanting to scale globally, look at where you need to trademark what countries, because different countries, you will have to pay extra money to trademark your system within those parts of the world as well.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Fantastic. Thank you. I think you've covered our system fabulously. Thanks.
I hope that was useful. I feel like I was just winging it a bit there, but it's all part of the fun, isn't it? We haven't been winging it, quite the opposite. We've actually been incredibly
Yeah,
strategic for a year.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I just want to add one thing as well, which is really interesting from a neurodiverse. I have recently been diagnosed with ADHD, and having this really allows me and my brain to focus so much more on the end goal rather than going. I know that if I come up with an idea like I have done previously in our businesses that failed miserably, and we know if the idea that I have does not link into our system in any way, it's not an idea and it gets scrapped. It doesn't even get mentioned. So really just on
Yeah,
that level
and
as well,
as
it's
a
been,
business partner of a woman with ADHD, it's also been really useful. So
hasn't it? I mean, we had some
yeah,
nightmares previously in our previous business
just
because
kind of
I
going,
was like,
"Oh,
I've got this idea. Oh, let's go over there. And there was
yeah,
no consistency. They were great ideas, but nobody had a
yeah,
bloody clue what was going on because there were so many ideas going on. So this, if you're a neurodiverse individual like me, is a godsend. It really is because it keeps you on track.
yeah, yeah, which is priceless, isn't it? So
Priceless. Absolutely is. Yeah, yeah. Especially totally for that reason. Yeah.
fab. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. I hope that's been really useful. I've certainly found it interesting. I love it. I do love the logic. Sorry. Right.
So, and yeah, so that's it really. And if you can create some beautiful graphic like this, which is totally on brand, then even
Yeah.
better. It's another layer to the power of branding.